Okay, we are looking at graphing inequalities, which we've looked at in class, so this is not new information. While equations have one solution, inequalities have many solutions. Solution is the value of x that can make, or the value of the variable, whether it's x or not, that can make the number sentence true. X is greater than 4 means the value of x can be any number that is greater than 4. So as we've talked about, if it's a greater than, you use greater than and less than uses the open circle to let us know that it is not equal to whatever number that is right there. Greater than or equal to uses a closed circle to let us know that it can be equal to whatever number that is, as well as being greater than or less than. So we're going to practice the ones at the bottom here. If we graph x is greater than or equal to -2, we're going to start at -2. That's kind of our point. And it can be equal, so I'm going to draw a closed circle. And since it's greater, I'm going to draw an arrow towards the greater side, which will be our right-hand side. This says x is greater than or equal to -2. 2x is greater than -6. Well, first we need to get x by itself, because that's our goal. So if we do this, we divide both sides by 2, and we get x is greater than -3. So I'm going to start at -3. This does not say it can be equal to, so I am going to have an open circle. It's still greater, so it's going to go to the right again, because that tells us it is greater than the number. Okay. Now we're going to look at graph number 3. Again, we need to get x, we need to isolate x. That's always our goal. Since we added 2, we subtract 2, and we get 1 is less than x. Now I've told you I always like putting x on the left. It makes it easier to graph for me. So I'm going to flip the entire thing. X, and the mouth is facing x, so it still needs to face x. X is greater than 1. I'm going to mark that out so I don't get confused. I'm going to start with 1, and do you think it's going to be open or closed? Very good, it will be open, and it will also go to the right, because it is greater than 1. That's all for graphing inequalities.